Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. And today we're going to talk about dog training made simple, essential tips for every puppy owner must know. Now, training can be very difficult, right? But if you don't teach your pets basic obedience skills, you're going to have long-term issues. You take the dog out to the park, you take them dog walking, you take them for a stroll. There's an emergency in the house, there's a fire. You have to be able to teach them basic obedience skills, and that's what I'm going to give you today. That's what I'm going to provide you basic strategies, tips, so that your dog or cat can come when you call them. Think about it. When you feed your dog, your cat, you have to have something you call out by, right? It's like you ring a bell and food is ready. Uh, let's see. Every dog is unique, every cat's unique. Remember that. And before we start the show, I always like to give you some laughter. So let's start off with some jokes. All right. And the theme is uh, pet training or dog training. Number one, the dog who sits when he's emotionally ready. Me sit, dog wags tail, spins, sneezes, sits 5 seconds later. Trainer, great job. Dog, wow. Humans are so easy to please. At this point, I think I'm the one being conditioned. The dog who only comes when the snacks are gourmet. Tried calling him in from the backyard. Nothing happens. Then I whispered, chicken wrapped duck jerky. And he sprinted in like a Black Friday shopper. Apparently, cum is optional unless it smells like Whole Foods. The dog who turned training into performance art. We practiced rollover for days. On cue, he now throws himself on the floor dramatically, groans, and waits for applause. He's not learning commands, he's building a fan base. I think we've crossed into theater territory. The dog who outsmarted the leash drill. Training to leash train him to walk calmly. He now walks perfectly until we pass someone with a snack. Then he lunges like he's reenacting Fast and Furious. Dog drift? I didn't train him. I just gave him new ways to time his chaos. The dog who's training for the Olympics when it suits him. At home, flawless heel, perfect recall, textbook obedience. At the park, ignores me. Joins a family picnic, eats 3 hot dogs, and pretends not to know his own name. His training kicks in only under controlled indoor conditions like Wi Fi. The dog who weaponized the shake command. Taught him to shake. Now he offers his paw for everything: treats, walks, sympathy, guilt trips. He thinks shake is the universal code for give me stuff. I'm just a vending machine with legs at this point. All right. That's all for the animal comedy segment. Now we're going to get back to the fun part. Dog training made simple, essential tips for every puppy must owner must know. Now, let's what about old dogs? Is it too late to teach an old dog new tricks? I don't think so. I think that when you include treats, pet snack treats, you can teach any old dog, any young dog, new tricks and obedience, right? Listen, if they can teach whales, big, humongous, uh, 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 1,000-pound whales how to jump through hula hoops in SeaWorld. I think that, and lions and elephants how to do tricks in circus shows. I think that we could teach small cats and dogs new tricks and obedience, right? That's my take on it, right? But how do these circus acts work? It works with treats, and I'm gonna give you a pet deal right after this and show you what are the best treats for your dogs. Bringing home a new puppy. Get ready for a life full of cuddles, tail wags, and a bit of chaos. But don't worry, training your puppy doesn't have to be overwhelming. With the right guidance, you can raise a well behaved, confident dog without hiring an expensive trainer. Dog training made simple, essential tips every puppy owner must know. We break down proven techniques that make training easy, effective, and even fun for both you and your pup. Whether you're dealing with potty accidents, leash pulling, or nonstop barking, we've got you covered with step by step strategies that work for real pet parents. All right, again, I'm going to give you 7 tips, 7 strategies, whichever one you want to call it, tips or strategies, but they're basic beginner obedience strategies or tips that are going to help you, train your dog, teach them how to be a little bit more obedient, right? And before we get to the first one, I'm going to show you pet treats that work. And they're on sale. There's a great deal on them, and let me take you there right now. So we're going to go to pet deals. On pet deals, I'm going to scroll all the way down. And here you go. So pet treatery. Free cat skin treats all June. Just spend $79 or more. And you have bestsellers. Now these are for cats and dogs. It's sort of like a beef jerky. They even have cookies. I mean, look at this. These are Mate Premium Dehydrating Kangaroo Treat for dogs and cats. You have grain-free creamy creams, Choco Vanilla Dog Biscuits. I mean, you have good stuff here. You have the Puppy Collection, Training Collection, Seniors Collections, Large Dog Collections, Premium Dehydrated Protein, Premium Dehydrated Turkey Heart. You have monthly offers. Again, in June, the entire month of June, spend $79 or more, and you get cod skin on us. And you have freeze-dried everyday biscuit, dehydrated protein, functional supplements, soft and chew, Bones and Chews brands. They also have a loyalty program. You can sign up, get a discount. You can find out who are their local retailers where you can purchase it. You also have customer reviews. All right. Sign up to our newsletter below and receive a 25% off on your next purchase. So, Pete Treatery Complete Treat Solution. You want to train your puppy or your middle-aged dog or senior dog. They have it all here. And that's what I'm talking about, right? So you got the training collection here, seniors collection, large dog, puppy collection. You have it all. Go on their website. All right. Back to dog training made simple, essential tips every puppy owner must know. Number one, start with the basics. Obviously, your puppy or your, middle-aged dog, senior citizen dog has a name. Number one, to bonding with your pet, calling them out by their name, and once you call them out, you teach them. Nice. Thank you for coming over. You cuddle, you pet them, give them a treat. Um, why consistently is key in early puppyhood, how to build positive crate associations, creation a feeding and potty schedule that works. Very important to creating a feeding and potty schedule. So when I got my Yorkie, Charlie, right? We take him out 3 to 4 times a day, and we teach them, right? Every time you go out, I'll have a little snack, a treat snack. Uh, I have my bacon bites for Purina bacon bites. I've showed it on the show before, and I would give him when he goes to the bathroom outside. Give him a treat, and I'll make sure I'm happy and he understands that I'm happy, so that he could understand when it's time to go to the bathroom, it's outside, right? Um, Number two, the power of positive reinforcement, right? Why treats, toys, and praise work better than punishment? Well, you know, just like humans, right? And we have kids, right? I have kids. You teach them. If you do your homework, you're gonna get a good grade in school. You listen to your teachers, your grades are probably gonna be a little bit higher than being disobedient, right? Same thing with little puppies, right? You want to teach them reinforcement where, listen, if you do your bad stuff outside, uh, uh, I'm trying to look for the right word. Your poop outside and you pee outside, you know, I am going to be happy with you. I'm going to give you treats. But if you don't do it outside, we're going to have an issue. And the issue is going to be no treats, right? No less praise, less cuddles. That's the whole point of reinforcement and making sure that you praise them when they go outside, and when they don't do outside the poop and the pee, you praise them less. You say, bad. I don't know. Every you talk to them too. You got to talk to them. Let them know that, wait, listen, outside is what we're gonna do, poop, and they understand. You think they don't understand, but they understand. Just like Bob back here. Bob, as soon as I start holding or grabbing onto a bag, he thinks it's a snack. He'll wake up and them eyes will open up like this. So same thing, So power of positive reinforcement. You have to make sure that they understand when it's good and when it's bad, when they're doing bad stuff and when they're doing good stuff. You as the owner have to reinforce those techniques, those training techniques. The timing of rewards, get it wrong and get it right, and that's very important also. You don't want to confuse your dog, right? So make sure that you only give treats when those special treats that they really love. When they do the right thing, when they're doing their poop outside. So you should have a special treat bag that they really love, and when you give those treat bags, you're reinforcing good job with praise, different than other treat bags that you give them inside the house. All right. House training hacks that actually work. Well, crate training 101, the no cry method. Potty pad versus outdoor training. What's right for your puppy? You want to make sure, and then handling accidents the smart, non reactive way. Well, you want to make sure that you don't confuse your puppy, right? What do I mean by that? Well, um, praise is praise, right? So my child, right? He brings home his report card. He brings home all A's. He knows he's gonna get a special amount. of money for bringing all A's, right? So I'll give him $20 for each A. Now, if he gets a few A's and a couple B pluses, I will pay them for those A's, but I will not pay him for anything less than an A. So he understands or she understands that, listen, if you don't get anything but an A, you're not going to get paid. Simple as that. Same thing with the your little puppy or whatever age limit your dog. Listen, if they do not do what they're supposed to do outside, it's not time to praise them. I'm not saying you treat them bad or so, but you give those treats and you praise them when they do good. If they don't do their poop and pee outside, then there's no praise. Simple as that. Just keep it quiet and keep it moving. Um, Number 4, biting and chewing before it gets out of hand. Redirect with chew toys, the yelp and ignore technique that puppies understand instantly, teaching bite and hit and during play. Well, very important. Another thing, when they're puppies, they like to chew things, they like to bite things. And let me tell you, if you don't have chewing toys, if you don't, okay, give you an example. These are greenies, right? And I just thought about this. These are great for biting, for chewing, and my puppy loves these, right? I have this one and I have another one there from another brand, and they love it. And listen, they spend the whole day biting this, right? But besides that, which is good for their teeth, right? The greenies, I also have toys which they bite, and I throw. He goes fetch it, brings it back. So you have to have toys in which your puppy can chew on, they can play on, and they understand that these are your toys for chewing and biting and having fun with. This will help them keep them off the furniture. You want to avoid that because if you start them off early on allowing them to bite your furniture and scratch, you're in trouble, especially with cats. You want to have a scratch post where they go in and they scratch that. Otherwise, you're in trouble. All right, it's time for another pet deal. Let's go to HLC Pets for that. And let's find you a pet deal. And you know what? I'm going to click on the Amazon. And it's only fitting, right? That I do the greenies, right? I did show you that the greenies. I am a fan. I purchased it for my dog, right? And find the perfect greenies for your pet. And they have again they have different flavors: dry dog food, wet dog food, dog treats, dog supplements. This is new. I didn't know they have the cat one. I gotta try it. The cat treats. Um, I have to try that. I didn't know they had. Let's go in there. So dog treats for incredible. Shop the need. They got the dental treats, blueberry flavor, petite, everyday occasion, health wellness. See, and they make health treat puppy up to 1 year, adult 1.7. So there you go. All right, it's time for pet breaking news. Let's get to today's pet breaking news while we're here. And for today's pet breaking news, I came across this yesterday. The American Humane Society 15th Annual Hero Dog Awards nominations are now open. And this is like the Oscars for canines. Returns for Honor America Most Heroic Dog for the 15th year. And I'm going to take you there. I'm going to show you what do I mean. So I go to the American Humane Society website. And today, the American Humane Society, the country's first national animal welfare organization, announced the launch of its 15th annual Hero Dog Awards. It's a nationwide search, celebrates the most courageous and inspiring dogs from across the country. So, starting today, people across the U.S. can nominate their most heroic furry friends at, and I'm going to click on it. This year's 5 categories include law enforcement, first responder dogs, service guide hearing dogs, therapy dogs, military dogs, emerging hero, and shelter dogs. Each year, the Hero Dog Awards honors exceptional dogs from around the country following public voting. The program culminates in a gala award show. Past celebrity participants include Carson Kressley, Christy Brinkley, Kyle Richards, Beth Stern, Kristen Chenoweth, and many others. And I'm just going to click on it, show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. And you would click on nominate your dog. You have the categories here. So if you have a military veteran friend and they have a dog, you can place your votes by clicking, therapy dog, law enforcement, responder dog, service guide, hearing dog, emerging hero, and shelter dog. Okay, look at this one. I like this one. Emerging hero and shelter dog. Overcome the odds and performs extraordinary acts. This one has 3 legs. Handicap. So go ahead, American Humane Hero Dog Awards, and my heart goes out to every dog who gets a vote because they deserve it. For if someone's willing to take time out of their schedule and place their vote for a dog, they have to be doing extraordinary things. Right now, dog training made simple, essential tips every puppy owner must know. I'm going to give you 7 tips, 7 strategies on how to better prepare your dog to be more obedient. Again, if they can train lions, if they can train whales, right? Sharks, then a dog and a cat can be trained also. How does all these trainings made possible and how do they make them obedient? Well, you need pet treats. You need something that they're going to love. They're going to want more of. And those are treats. And where's the best place to go for treats? I'm going to show you because I want you to get the best treats, right? So I am sharing with you Pet Treatery Complete Treat Solution. And in the month of June, they are giving out free cod skin treats all June. For the entire month of June, just spend $79 or more at checkout. And you're going to get premium dehydrated cod skin. And let me tell you, cats, I'm sure, will love this. Dogs will love it. And as you can see here, they have everything you could think of. Grain-free, creamy cream, choco vanilla dog biscuits. I'm sure dogs will go crazy for that. Premium dehydrated kangaroo treat for dogs and cats. Premium dehydrated wild salmon. Cats will go crazy for that. You got the puppy collection, training collection, senior collection, large dog. Let's click on the senior collection. Let's see. So here for senior collection, get the duck out of here. Premium chewy duck cranberry treat for dogs. You have healthy burger cheese premium soft chewy pork liver cheese treat. Indigestion, if they have digestion issues, they have functional treat for dogs. They have chewy chip joint functional treats, chewy skin coat treats for dogs. So they have it all. I mean, anything you could think of. This is the senior collection, right? They have cats also. Dehydrated protein for cats. Limited ingredients, all natural, no preservatives, slowly dehydrated. I did a show on pet food, and they love this kind of stuff. Dehydrated protein. cat, dog, they're missing proteins. This is the best way to catch up on their vitamins and proteins. Best way. And you can get it all at Pet Treatery. Go on there, the complete treat solutions. That's right. All right, let's get back to the show. I'm giving you 7 training obedient tips. I said tips for your dog. Dog training made simple. Essential tips every puppy owner must know. So let's do a quick recap, right? Number 1, start with the basics. Name, a schedule, put them on a schedule. Very important. Number 2, the power of positive reinforcement. Number 3, house training hacks that actually work. Number 4, help your puppy dog stop biting, chewing, and get them the proper toys before it gets out of hand. Number 5, socialization, the window you cannot miss. Exposing your pup to new sights, sounds, and smells. Very safety. You have, especially in a safe environment, and I'll tell you what environment that is. Why socialization isn't just about meeting dogs, preventing fear and anxiety down the road. So very important, right? That you take your dog out, expose them to other dogs. Where you take them to the dog park. If you live in New York City, big city, they have designated areas in big parks where it's basically a dog park. You go in there and you let them run loose with other dogs, and you expose them early. That way they learn not to bark when they see a big dog, small dog, and they learn to control themselves. Very important to socialization, very early, very important. Basic commands every puppy must know: sit, stay, come, down, and leave it. Made easy. How to keep training sessions short, successful, and fun using hand signals for visual learners. Number 7, troubleshooting common puppy problem. Separation anxiety tips, excessive barking solutions, preventing jumping on guests. Very important. You don't want your dog, you're walking him outside, you're taking him for a stroll. Every person that sees it wants to jump on. Bad training, bad habits. You don't want to do that. You want to keep your dog where you meet somebody, you're talking to them, it learns, it sits down. You say, sit down, give them the signal. It sits, it waits calmly. You don't want a dog out of control. And you want to, these are training tips, obedient tips you want to do early. This entire week, I'm going to talk about it more in depth. Today, I just want to point out what are the basic commands. You want to teach them early. This entire week, in terms of cats and dogs, I'm going to go very in depth. Yesterday, we talked about basic cat training. Today, basic dog trainings. For example, at home, right? How to keep your puppy from chewing up all your furniture. You have to purchase chewing toys that are designated for your puppy to chew. You want to have basic commands down with your puppy: sit, go. These are basic commands, right? That you want to come, leave it, jump. You know, it was raining last week, the entire almost the entire week. When there was a puddle, I tell my puppy jump, and I signal with the leash, and it jumped. This is what you want to teach them early on. So today, thank you for watching Dog Training Made Simple. Essential tips every puppy owner must know. Don't forget, Pets Rule Show, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 8 p.m. I'm Mr. Animal Lover, your host. Support the Pets Rule Show. Like and subscribe. Visit HLC Pets for pet deals. Pets Rule at hlcpets.com. Send me your emails. Call me 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1-800-213-0988. You have questions, I have answers. $1.99 per minute. Don't forget to snap, share, win, enter your best pet pictures for a chance to win cash prizes. Email your short videos, pictures to petsrule at hlcpets.com. And yes, I didn't forget. It's time for Mr. Animal Lover's 1 minute beef. And that's going to be very important. Teaching your puppy, your cat, Basic obedience skills. If you don't teach them now while they're young, it's okay. You can teach senior citizen dogs, middle-aged cats, senior citizen cats, how to have basic obedience skills. And the best way to do that is with treats. You need treats, right? You need something that's going to reward them. And the best treat, pettreatery.com. Go on there. You'll have the best treats for cats, dogs, and these treats are important. That's what's going to help you, uh, you know, reward them, right? Just like humans, right? My son comes home with all A's. He understands he's going to get an A for every A he gets, right? So very important, Mr. Animal Lovers, 1 minute beef. Get your pets treats. If you don't have them yet, go on to pettreatery.com. Thank you for watching the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover, and I will see you tomorrow.